Yes, yes, yes. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. What a privilege to be with so many great artists tonight. You know, a lot of comedians have dreams. Some of them want their own TV show. Some want to become movie stars. Some want to tour the world and do great big theatres and make millions of dollars. But for me, for the last 20 years, I've been working single-mindedly towards one goal, and that is to do a half-empty hall in Petaling Jaya in aid of lost puppies. And me being here tonight is proof, ladies and gentlemen, that dreams can come true. I just want you to know that. I recently rescued a puppy, and I've got to say it didn't work out well. He ate too much. It was puppy Zach, and I had to drop him off at a mummucks and just abandon him. I hope it doesn't look like he's doing that well, actually. I'm hoping someone will adopt puppy Zach later tonight, but you'll need to buy a lot of food on the way out. That's great to be here. I love Malaysia, folks. I lived for 5 years in Singapore, so moving to Malaysia feels a lot like parole. It's that beautiful feeling of merdeka. I understood merdeka the first time I drove on a Lebuh Raya. Merdeka means driving at 180 kilometers an hour with 50 ringgit in your pocket. That's merdeka. I love Malaysian people. I even love Malaysian police. I think they are the best police money can buy. I really do. I've learned a few tricks, of course. I've learned a few tricks driving in Malaysia. You never use your indicator, of course, because that's just giving the enemy your plans. What I always carry with me in the car when I'm driving, though, is I always carry a songkok. Very, very important if any foreigners need some advice on driving in Malaysia. The songkok is essential. When you get pulled over by the police, I like to put my songkok on, and then I say, Assalamualaikum. He goes, Waalaikumsalam, awak Muslim? I say, kita semua hamba Allah. Oh, salam, percuma, okay? Save 50 ringgit that way. Chinese police, different story lah, different story, Chinese police. Oh yeah, and songkok doesn't help there at all. What you need is your ang pao, that's right. You need your ang pao and you fill it with newspaper, cut to the size of 100 ringgit bills. As many as you can get into the ang pao, and you seal it. Right, that's the important bit. You seal it up because in Chinese culture, of course, it is rude to open the ang pao in front of the uncle that gives it to you, right? So you give that to the police, oh, come siya, and then you drive off, and when he goes, Walawi! Xiao ang mo. Yeah. I like the fact that I can speak to the taxi drivers in this town. You can't do that in Singapore. Occasionally they speak English, but they're Singaporean, and they're very tulusra, very laser, right? I was in a taxi recently in Singapore. The guy said, what do you do for a job? I said, I'm a comedian. He said, stand-up comedy, is it? Which surprised me, because most people don't know stand-up from, other styles, so I was impressed. I said, yes, stand-up comedy. I said, you know Jim Carrey? I said, not personally, no, but I know his work. He not funny. I said, why is he not funny, uncle? He too handsome. If handsome cannot be funny. If funny must not be handsome. I think you good comedian. The other kind of taxi driver you get in Singapore doesn't even speak a human language. The average pakcik taxi in Singapore does not speak Tamil, doesn't speak Punjabi, doesn't speak Hokkien, doesn't speak Cantonese, doesn't speak Teochew, doesn't speak Malay, doesn't speak English. They speak what I call Bahasa Angsa, right? Goose language, ladies and gentlemen. I was in a taxi recently in Singapore. I said, uncle, take me to Esplanade. I said, uncle, Esplanade. Esplanade, Finally, I said, uncle, durian, megwasi, durian, how? And he took me to Geylang. Now, I want to point out for those people who don't realise what Geylang is, it's a red light district, alright? I don't go there for the women, no, I go there for the food, because I like hor fun. And Geylang is lots of hor and lots of fun. I go to Geylang to practice my Asian languages because it looks random, but it's Singapore, so it's very organised. Every street, a different nationality of tour guide. So you start in Lorong 8, Lorong number 8, all the girls are from Thailand. สวัสดีครับว่ายังไงคุณสวยจังเลยนะครับโอ้ยน้องมันใหญ่จริงๆนะฮะวันนี้ไม่มีตังค์นะไม่มีโอกาสเลยโชคดีครับผม Turn the corner, suddenly all mainland Chinese. 你好吗？哦，你漂亮，好不要，谢谢，再见。Then you get to Lorong 14, all Indonesian. So apa kabar dari mana? Oh asal di Sumatera, orang mana? Orang Batak. Horas do, songon dia beri tanah martole jong-jong. And then down the back streets you find the Tamil women. They say, wanna come? I say, no, I just wanna eat. Roman Andri Salkeram. Language very important, ladies and gentlemen. Very important. I remember I first started learning a Malay language. It was actually, the first language I actually learned was Batak. It's a dialect from Sumatra, and I learned Indonesian. Masih ada aksen Indonesian, tak boleh tukar. It's so different the way you speak here in Malaysia. You know, like in Indonesia, it's all selamat berpuasa. Here it's berpuasa. Kurang ajar. Anyway. I remember the very first time I tried to learn Indonesian, 25 years ago. I was staying in a place called Lake Toba in Sumatra, among the people called Batak people, animist. Not Christian, not Muslim, traditional religion, animist religion. And one day someone said to me, Jonathan, mau makan. And I'm thinking, makan, hang on, I know this word. I pull out my little kamus. Makan, to eat, like, mau makan. I love Indonesian, right? The question, mau makan, answer, mau makan. No verbs to mess with, we're just mucking around. Go down to the restaurant, out comes the food, peanut sauce, curry, rice. I said, enak, delicious. Apa ini? What's this? And the guy says, itu anjing. Now, I haven't learnt the words for beef and pork and chicken, so I'm not sure what anjing is. So I'm sort of faking it till I make it, you know? So apa anjing? I said, what is anjing? He said, anjing adalah anjing. This doesn't help me at all. This is your Eastern philosophy, isn't it? Oh, light is light and anjing is anjing, baba. I know, I need northern language here. So I said, ini. Tidak. I said, ini. Bukan. I said, ini. Enggak. I said, apa ini? He says, woof, woof. And then he says, oh, tapi jangan khawatir itu anjing yang hitam. Aku tak peduli hitam atau putih. I just ate lassi for God's sake, you know. Haram, mamunta. But it's the culture of the Batak people. They like to eat dog. So no surprise when a friend of mine came from Sumatra and visited. We went to Jakarta, Bukit Bintang, and he saw a sign that said hot dog, 5 ringgit. He went, oh, bagus, anjing panas, So he gets the hot dog. He looks at it, he looks at me and says, oh no, Jonathan, you know in Sumatra, we don't eat this part of the dog. Funny. It's great to be here in Malaysia, folks. I want to say that you know, I really feel I've been treated with a lot of respect, you know, as a pen tatang should. When I go back to Bangladesh, I'm going to tell everyone how good it was here. But recently, I want to finish with a story it's a poignant story for me. It's a true story. I was the victim of racism. Now I know, I tell my white friends this, I was the victim of racism in Malaysia. They don't believe me. They don't believe that Malaysians are racist except to each other. Right? So I was, and I'll share this with you folks. I was at the cold storage. I bought my stuff. I went to the cashier, very nice, tall, smiley Malaysian guy, a Malay guy behind the counter, and I paid for my stuff. He gave me the change. I said, terima kasih. He said, sama-sama. I said, alhamdulillah. Now, to me, that's a perfectly normal thing to say in that context. But this guy got really weird. He went, oh no, actually, no. I'm thinking, put a verb in there, you'll have a sentence. Actually, no. Actually, I said, what? Actually, what? No, you cannot use that word. I said, what? You cannot use that word? Alhamdulillah, cannot use that word. I said, why? That word is exclusive for Muslim only. I said, I beg your pardon. No, you cannot use this word. Allah, you cannot use. But say Tuhan, this is not for you, only for Muslim. I said, excuse me, you are so racist. You look at me because I am white. What do you think? Ingat apa? Oh, orang putih tak boleh masuk Islam. Is that what you're thinking? A white person can't be Muslim? Mate, that's racist. Let me tell you something. There are Muslims all over the world. There are Muslims in Brazil. There are Muslims in Japan. There are Muslims in Scotland. Okay, alhamdulillah. All over the world you'll find Muslims. And just because I'm white doesn't mean I can't be a Muslim and you are racist. He said, I'm so sorry. I said, no. known it's too late, so I just grabbed my 3 bottles of wine and I left. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much, and thank you for giving to a great cause.
There we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up for John